111 Pellinor Drive. You hold so much, too much. It's hard to picture leaving you. Little did I realize that when we moved here, our lives had hardly started. This house quickly became home. It became home before it was ours to own as we sat on the stinky blue futon in the shag carpet-filled sunroom, looking out into the never-ending yard as our realtor allowed us to talk it over. The yard was filled with dancing sunlight that shone through the majestic trees that we had no idea would become one of the biggest love-hate relationships after 3 years of buds, helicopters, and a million tarps of leaves to clean up. But still, those trees. We had no idea that we would learn so much. We learned how to paint so quickly that we almost forgot how our house looked when we bought it. We learned how to rip up carpet, get a quote for new floors, stare at that quote wide-eyed, and find another DIY plywood route that took 10 times the work. We learned that sweat equity also means try not to kill your spouse equity. The squeaky floors that we hated so much have woken babies up from naps, caused us to learn how to ninja down the hall, but have also connected the circle in our home that Daddy and Zeke chased each other around. The floors we've groaned about time and time again have held the memories of the last 4 years, and for that I am thankful. I've hated those squeaks, and yet to think that I will never hear those squeaks again breaks my heart, because it means that I will never hear the boys chasing each other down the hall again. We learned that just because a doctor diagnoses something doesn't mean that God doesn't stomp on that diagnosis just 1 month later. Welcome home, Ezekiel James. We've grown to realize that in everything the Lord so graciously gives, He chooses to prune us. Sometimes this feels good, almost like someone brushing your hair, grooming, and showing us more of His unconditional love. And sometimes it just feels like thorns being sawed off with a dull knife, not sleeping for 5 months and trying to figure out what else could be taken. Our sweet gift from the Lord caused me to experience anxiety for the first time in my life, yet I look back now with rosy glasses, missing those days of squeaky Zeke sucking every ounce of my capability. Ministry has its incredible seasons, and it also has its incredibly dry and off seasons. This brought distance no one ever wants to feel from the Lord, but I continued to feel due to stubbornness. It takes strength to fully grasp certain aspects of life and ministry that will never feel full, but I could write a different book on that. Bottom line, God is good, we are so broken, and His church is beauty, all experienced in the walls of this home. Friendships have been tested and come out stronger through humility and God's grace. These walls have hosted 2 of Zeke's birthdays and countless youth events and bonfires. Seasons of friendships have come and gone. Countless pregnancy tests as we awaited baby number 2. 1 round of positives only to find out it wasn't viable and didn't make it. 2nd round of positives only to realize the same thing was happening while baby number 1 was in surgery. Finding a functional doctor to help figure out why my body couldn't get pregnant before, but now was able to get pregnant but couldn't stay pregnant for more than a couple of weeks. 30 days later and many supplements and prayers later, 3rd time's a charm. A charm named Ezra Blake. A charm that once again would cause so much joy and so much growth. This home had heard one too many dumb YouTube videos in an attempt to get through those exhausting days of being pregnant. Ezra spent his first 5 months of life here, and those early days are so cherished. As bittersweet as it is moving on from this home, we find comfort in the memories we shared here and confidence in the memories we will fill our new home with. The best truly is yet to come as these boys and hopefully future children will grow and learn in a new environment. We will never forget the home that transformed us and taught us so much. We will miss so much about this home, but are so thankful for the memories that we've built.